Hey, it's your boy Bobby B. So I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is the Tariq and Tommy show. And what I mean by that is that we're going to talk about the vibe of the show. Now, there's people out there trying to figure out, well, what is the show going to be about? What is it going to be like? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. When it comes down to it, to the Tariq and Tommy show, this show is going to be pretty much about Tariq and Tommy, and we don't know the story details about them in the storyline, in terms of we don't know if they're a team, we don't know if they're agreeing to work with one another, but they have their own separate teams. When it comes down to it, the show is going to have this different vibe, and what I mean by that is that basically, if you pay close attention, the same team that did Raising Kanan is the same team that's going to be over Power Origins. So they're going to be doing the origin story for Ghost and Tommy. So the Raising Kanan team is continuing with Power Origins, so they're doing their sequel series. But the same thing can be said in the case of the Force team, and what I mean by that is that not the season 1 Force team. The Force team in season 2 is a totally different team, and they're the ones that's continuing with Force season 3, and they're the ones that's also going to be doing the Tariq and Tommy show, or that's the rumor. The Force team that's done season 2 and 3 of Force are going to be the ones doing the Tommy and Tariq show. And so with that being said, whatever it is, if you want to kind of know what the vibe is going to be like with Tommy and Tariq show, go ahead and take a look at season 2 until season 3 starts, because that's the vibe we're going to be getting. I want to say more closer to season 3, because that's the vibe that's going to, that's what we're going to be getting there. Now, of course, they may approach things differently, because you have to approach things differently. And what I mean by that is that basically Raising Kanan was all about, late 80s, early 90s. They really did a good job of being in that time and in that era of the early 90s and showing how the styles were, how people dress and how they did things. Origins is going to be a totally different situation. We don't know how much time has passed between Raising Kanan and Origins, or if Origins picks up right after the end of Raising Kanan. But what we do know is it's going to be a different vibe. And what I mean by that is that basically we're talking about mid-90s. We're talking about like the time of Tupac and Biggie, Death Row, Bad Boy, all that. That's the era we're getting in with Power Origins, whereas Raising Kanan was super early 90s. So when it comes down to the Tariq and Tommy show, I'm thinking the vibe is going to be different, because now you're going to have a character. Not only do you have to balance out Tommy, you got to balance out Tariq along with Tommy. And so you have two lead characters who are going to be the leads of the show at the same time, which is a dynamic that has been done before in Power. Because if you pay close attention to what was going on with original Power, technically Ghost and Tommy are the leads of that show. And if you look at Power Book 2 Ghost, even though it did kind of start off with Tariq and Monet as the leads of that show, Tariq pretty much took center. Now they did it perfectly with Raising Kanan, where Rock was the lead and Kanan was the lead as well. It was about both of them, but Rock was the lead, but Kanan was the lead as well. And so by the time we're getting to Force, where we're getting Tommy and Diamond as the leads of Force, we're getting into now a storyline with Tariq and Tommy as the leads, and that's going to be a nice little balance. This is the first time you're going to see two Power main characters come together in terms of the current generation and lead a show together where it's just as much about Tariq as it is Tommy, and it's a balance. But it truly is a sequel to both Ghost and Force, but the vibe is going to be like Force season 2 and season 3, because that's the team that's going to be over it. But again, they may approach things differently, but that's pretty much the vibe that we're going to be getting in Power with Tommy and Tariq. Don't know the title of the show, don't know if it's going to be a book, because if you look at Origins doesn't have a book. It's not book 5 Origins, it's just Power Origins, and this show might be something different too. They might stop with the book, but we're going to see what's going to happen. But that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby Beast here. Just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and